Hi, welcome back to Christine's Home Affairs. Today I'm going to show you how to make a chemo cap or a twisted head cap. So this was a request. Somebody had asked me how I make a chemo cap, and in the instructions to come it's exactly how I'm going to show you how to make this twisted head wrap or a chemo cap. Stick around. The only thing we need is one piece of fabric that has got stretch two ways. So pull the fabric that way and it's stretchy, and pull the fabric this way and it's stretchy, which is a two-way stretch. So we need to have a piece of fabric or a square piece of fabric that is at least the circumference of our head. So my head is 58 centimeters or about 23 inches. So you want to make sure that your fabric is at least as big as that. I've cut my fabric at 60 centimeters or about 24 inches and just a rough square. And what we're going to do is fold the fabric in half so we've got the right sides facing. So this has got a nice pattern on the outside. We'll put the right sides together, and then we've got the fold here. We'll bring the raw edges across and line up the folded edges and the raw edges. So we have two folds at this side and one fold on this side. From here, we're going to measure half the distance of our head circumference. My head circumference was 58 centimeters, so we need half of that measurement. For me, it is 29 centimeters, and if you're working in inches, that would be 11.5 inches. Take your measurement here and place it on the very corner of your fabric, and just start marking your line. Keep your head measurement on the corner there, your half head, and just continue to draw lines. Once you've marked your half head measurement from the corner to the outside edge all the way around, we can just join the dots and make sure we have a nice curved line. And then we can cut this out, and that'll form a nice round piece of fabric for us. Before we open this out, we'll just pop some pins in the corners. So just on the fold there, pop a pin there. And we'll pop a pin in both pieces of fabric, or both sides of the fabric over this side. Okay, so we've got a pin in the center point over the two sides there and on the curve here. At the curved section here, we're going to leave an opening of about 3 or 4 inches. So just mark 2 inches on either side of the pin, which is 5 centimeters on either side. So we've got 10 centimeters or 4 inches across, and we'll do the same on the other side. So just double check that you've got your markings lining up there. And we can remove these pins, and then we'll put the same mark on the middle point. So this is exactly where the pin is. Next, we want to take our circle and put it wrong sides together. So now we have the pattern facing the outside. Line up our markings and just make sure that your mark here is on the fold. And what we can do here is just put your hand down on one side of the fabric, take the folded side and flip it over, and then flip it over again. So we're going to have a double twist in this. To do that again, have your fabric lined up, place your hand down, flip the fabric over for a twist, and then flip it over again to twist it again. And the fold that we've got here is the same fold that we've got along here. We've just got it twisted in a knot here. So you've got your open edges all the way around here and a fold across here. Take your pin cushion and the folded edges of your fabric and bring the folds together and line up that chalk mark that we made earlier. Just pop a pin in there for now. So they're the chalk marks that we made earlier for the side. Line this up and then pin it together. And pin it together until you get to that 10 centimeter opening that I showed you earlier. There's no need to stretch your fabric out. You'll come to the knotted area here. Just move the fabric to the side. Find your chalk markings, and when you get to your chalk marking, you can pin that together. So we've done one side of the hat, and we'll just go through and do the other side. And we're going to continue until we meet up with the other side of the opening. You'll have to pull the fabric out from the knot just to find the other marking. So we've got the marking there and this one. Line them up. So that's the opening end there, and you've got a whole bunch of fabric knotted together inside. We'll just go back and finish closing up this hole. Okay, we've got our cap all pinned together all the way around, and we've got an opening here, and we've got a whole bunch of fabric in here that's twisted together. Just go back to that center marking that we've got here. So we've got the center marking just there. Take this pin out, and we will have this section open, and this is what we will use for turning through. So we've just got about 2 to 3 inches just in here, and we'll leave that open. We'll pull everything through after. So what we're going to do now is start stitching from here. We'll do a back stitch here, stitch all the way around until you get to the other marking, and do the same thing for the other side. And once we've done that, then we have to close up this little opening along the side here. So we've got our center opening just here. I'm going to start sewing here. When I get to the last marking, I'm just going to back stitch here, and we'll turn around, come back to the top, and we'll continue to stitch this closed all the way. I've kept an opening here for turning through, and we'll back stitch again here. And back stitch. Okay, we've still got our opening up here for turning through when we're finished. At this side where the knot is, you can see we've got some seams here that we still need to close up, and the knot is in the middle there. And what we've done so far is we've stitched from there around and from here around. What we want to do now is bring these two ends together, pin the raw edges together. It's a little bit fiddly here, but it's not difficult. So where the seams meet here, we're just going to intersect that and continue to pin it in place, and we're going to stitch this as far as we can go. Very difficult to see on black. And we're just going to stitch from the intersection here around until you can't go anymore, and then back stitch at the beginning and the end, and then we're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side, and you will actually meet up your stitches. When you can't go any further, back stitch. We'll go back to the intersection here, and we'll actually stitch the other side of the opening closed. If we pull the fabric all the way through, you'll come to the point where the fabric has actually been stitched. So we'll stitch from here around until we've met up with the row of stitching that was done on the opposite side. I'm going to start stitching from the row of stitching at the other side and then come down to that Y intersection. Once you've sewn all of that closed, find your opening and we'll turn it through. And where the opening is here, you can either slip stitch that together or just stitch that closed. Fold the raw edges over and stitch really close to the edge to close that up. And put that seam on the inside, and then you can stick this on your head. And here we have our twisted chemo cap. So we've got the knot at the top there, the seam comes all the way down along the other side. It actually looks really nice. You could even use this as an after shower cap too if you had short enough hair. There we go. I hope you enjoyed this video. It actually isn't a hard cap to make. Probably takes around about 15 minutes to make them, and that includes cutting, measuring, all of that, the sewing. So from start to finish, it's about 15 minutes. I think it's turned out okay. It fits around the head nicely. It's really important to make sure you use a two-way stretch when you're making these kinds of caps. Otherwise you're not going to get it on your head very well. Yeah, turned out all right. It's a little bit fiddly at the twisted area, but look, if you hold your tongue the right way, you'll get there. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Catch you next time.